One thing about one of the election procedures, we are not allowed to wear anything that would show partisanship because we do not want to sway any of the voters. Therefore, I'm going to explain my outfit right now. I wore a blue jean shirt because I thought that was a very American, fabric. And I wore riding boots. See those? Because it's probably what our founding fathers wore on election day. Probably not, but they probably wore riding boots often because they rode horses. So just seemed like a very American outfit without being partisan. And so that explains that procedure. Okay, within this 100 yards where the count is down there, over there, and over there. It's 100 yards from the door of the entrance of the polling area. There can be no electioneering. No one can be campaigning for anyone within this area. There is no media allowed in this area. There can be no protesters in this area, and there can be no street-level bureaucrats, aka poll workers, can make the voting experience pleasant and rewarding. We are the bridge that builds the gap between what the government intends and what the citizen experiences. Significant effects persist that when a voter rates the quality of the poll worker as excellent, that voter is more likely to express more confidence in the process. This is Ruby setting up the computer. I'm doing the same thing. As you can tell, we have very specific instructions. People are just not getting here. We've been here for like 3 minutes.
What are some things you expect to see on election day?
Long lines, lots of provisional votes.
What abnormal things have you seen in the past?
We've had drunk people trying to vote. Yeah, they have a really hard time concentrating. Husbands and wives telling the other how to vote, and they're not allowed to. So you have to go and separate them.
Okay, what is your age?
23.
Where are you from?
Lubbock, Texas.
And is this your first time voting?
No.
What influences you most as a voter?
Obviously, the things that how they feel about certain issues is the most important thing. The issues that are important to me are taxing and when it comes money for students and job opportunities for students that are graduating students.
What effects did the media have on you as a voter?
None.
What age are you?
25.
Where are you from?
Lubbock.
Is this your first time voting?
Yes.
What influences you most as a voter?
I would have to say like media and then what the candidates are going for.
What major issues are important to you as a voter?
I would have to say tax and pro-life, pro-choice.
What effects did the media have on you as a voter? As far as exposure, campaigns, advertisements, socially?
A lot of effects. But I would say the media is mainly biased though, so I get my information online.
Political science scholars Caldwell, Kropf, and Battles have found conditional partisan effects in the casting and counting of provisional ballots. In 2004, provisional ballots were more likely to be cast and counted in heavily partisan jurisdictions administered by an election authority of the same party. Additionally, other state-level administrative features, such as prior experience with provisional voting, statewide registration database, and rules for counting provisional votes cast in the wrong precinct, strongly affected provisional voting in 2004. Election administration in the United States should be subjected to more scrutiny.
Provisional voting is a new election feature in many states mandated by the Help America Vote Act of 2004.
Okay. What influences you as a voter?
Mostly family and seeking information.
Okay. What are some of the most important issues to you as a voter?
Approaches what to do about the economy, considerations regarding healthcare, and views on women's rights. It's more family oriented, but that matters.
Okay. How do you think media plays into the decision you make?
Not very much because I don't have any connection to television. I don't watch any of the campaigns. I more read what the statements are about their policy.
What influences you most as a voter, whether it be family, friends, or the setting you're in?
A lot of family, but a lot of researching everything
What issues are important to you as a voter?
Healthcare, women's rights, and minority rights.
How do you think social or media, whether it be television, radio, social media, how does that play into the decision you make, and how does that affect the campaign?
Ultimately, I think it's a good thing when people watch the media because even if they're not giving you correct facts, it encourages fact checking and going back and making your own decisions once you do your own research. So ultimately, I think it's a good thing.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old,
Where are you from?
San Antonio, Texas.
And are you a first-time voter?
In the presidential election, yes.
Okay. What influences you most as a voter, whether it be family, friends, or the setting that you're in?
Definitely my upbringing, my family for sure, and then also everyone that I'm associated with, obviously, influences my decisions. So,
How does media play into the decisions you make and how you perceive the campaigns?
I mean, obviously, it'd be lying if you said that they didn't, but they do because they both present both sides, biased. Different news networks are totally biased, but I mean, it doesn't really play into my decision because I know how I'm going to vote and I know I'm going to vote right, so it's all good.
And who do you think is going to win?
It's a hard question. It's going to be very heated. It's going to go long into the night. Might not even be decided tonight, but I think Governor Mitt Romney is going to win.
So, first-time voter?
Yes.
What influences you as a voter, whether it be family, friends, or the setting that you're in?
Definitely my family. My dad is very Republican. I don't know if I can say that. He's very Republican in that.
What issues are important to you as a voter?
I vote more on economic issues rather than social issues.
Okay.
So I try to keep in mind that every media outlet is biased. You know, Fox News, MSNBC, like it's all. Everyone has their own agenda. So you can listen to like the facts, but just take everything with a grain of salt.
And who do you think is going to win?
Hopefully Romney.
What are y'all doing right
We
now?
are numbering the voter combination forms because apparently they have to be in the same order which they showed up.
A provisional ballot is casted when the voter refuses to show a photo ID, the voter's name does not appear on the electoral roll for the given precinct, the voter's ballot has already been casted, or the voter's information contains inaccurate or out-of-date information such as the wrong address or a misspelled name.
A trend can be seen here that young millennials in the state of Texas will vote Republican. The district is predominantly conservative, therefore the young adult voters follow the environment in which they live and have been raised in. So why did we see the results that we saw? Why did Obama win? Romney got little support from young Americans and minorities, especially Latinos. Hurricane Sandy upset the campaign momentum for Romney. America got to see Obama be a leader right before the election. Social conservatives blame Romney's weak or inorganic positions on social issues. Democrats had a strong ground game. Obama had a strong get-out-to-vote team and person-to-person contact. He is also a master at social media. This is one of our election co-workers. What's your name?
Tina, Leanna.
And what do you think of the day?
It was really busy. I was really surprised how many people were out here, and everybody seemed to have a good attitude, most people, and I think they were really happy to be part of the process and really nervous.
Right. What did you learn? Did you learn anything today?
I learned a lot about the voting process, especially provisional voting, which
Yeah,
I
that
had no
provisional.
idea existed before,
Yeah.
before the training.
I don't think any of us did.
Would you ever do this again?
I hope someday that I'm not going to have to do this again because I'm actually going to be on the ballot. And that's my answer to that question. Would you ever do this again?
Yeah, I would. Only if I got to do it at a university campus, just because there's so much diversity, and I was consistently busy. Even if it was hard work, there was always something to do.
The best workers we have had in a long time.
Right.